Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh players. This is day 2 of Ojama deck lists, and I had an idea to have ChatGPT create me an Ojama deck list because of a previous deck. We have the ChatGPT Plasma deck. When ChatGPT first came out, I had built this deck for a hat tournament, and using this, I believe I won or got second place. I remember playing in a match against my buddy Sean, who was also playing a Plasma control deck, and his was very similar to mine. And I'm pretty sure I beat him, but I'm not 100% sure. So I was using that. That would be another video too. But I wanted to start a ChatGPT themed. And this is the 01 preview version with the newest model that has the best logic. And then I was going to try one with the ChatGPT 4, which is the premium version, and then ChatGPT 4 Mini, which is also there's one, two, three, four models. And then is there more models? Yeah, there's four models, and I was going to see what type of deck list I would get for the Edison format. Just as it would be a fun little deck profile. I thought it would be really fun. So this is the deck he gave me. It is playing. It looks like a fusion variant. So let's just run it down. So we got two King of the Swamp, two blue, which is kind of weird, but whatever. Um, three is like a necessity for me, but whatever. Then we got two red, which I understand those. Then we got Rescue Cat, makes sense. Double Ryko, not bad. Couple spot controls. Mill though, Mill kind of seems a little spooky, but anyway, yeah. So we got the Sangin. I like Sangin. A little slow. I feel like a lot of people in the Edison format. Back when I used to play when Edison was Edison, 2010 or whatever, people loved Sangin, but I do know going into Edison optimized Edison format of 2024, people don't really play the Sangin because it's too slow. We have a different we have a modern take on Yu-Gi-Oh, and it's changed a lot. So, but I do like Sangin personally because of Toolbox. So then we got one Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk into Cat still seems pretty good, and there's a lot of dead draws for spell cards to like bricky spells that you don't want to draw. So Summoner Monk into Cat seems pretty good still. But I mean, like we're not playing Arabellum, so it just seems a little. The biggest play with it I can see now is Monk, Cat, blue, crash. You know what I'm saying? Or load up the grave. But you can also do something like Cat. Say you got a set green, Cat into black, yellow. So it kind of like it allows you to get that, if that makes sense. The Delta Hurricane, which, as you can see, it is down the list, but I don't like skipping ahead. But anyway, whatever. Also, ChatGPT told me to play three black, three green, three yellow, because it looks like we will be focusing on an Ojama Delta Hurricane field clearing variant, which is interesting. Now, the spell lineup is one Book of Moon. Doesn't seem bad. Brain control, like a Book of Moon, like the one text Book of Moon makes me want to you flip Ryko, set the Book of Moon, they attack into Ryko, you flip Book of Moon, set the Ryko, reflip the Ryko, pop another card. So I mean, like that's kind of like cool. It's a cool interaction, I believe. It's also really nice. Set the play blue in attack position. They go to attack, flip Book of Moon, and just set the blue so you don't take any damage, stuff like that. Brain control, because brain control makes sense, but I feel like it's a little bit lackluster in this because there's not a way to utilize it because there's no tuners, there's no tribute summons, but brain control is still brain control. You can still go for a game with it. Future Fusion, which is like nice. I never actually really thought about Future Fusion. A mass dump. You can Future Fusion call Ojama King. Bang, bang, bang. Send all three of those to the grave. Seems pretty good to me. It's a foolish burial for three cards, and like I never actually thought about that. I should have been playing Future Fusion previously in older variants when I was playing Ojamas back in like Tengu format and stuff, because then you could use cards like I was trying to use cards like Backup Soldier to add them back to my hand and just like have red plays and stuff like that, or Backup Soldier to add them back to my hand so that I would have fodder to refill for Ojama Country. But we got the Trinade, which kind of makes sense when you're trying to go for your red play. If you're going to go start your turn Trinade, play red, summon. Makes a lot of sense. Trinade also too will allow you to replay your Ojama Country play. So if you wanted to get a double playoff, you go Trinade or use Country special summon. Trinade again, special. Say you get like three greens in your hand, a yellow engrave and a black in hand, right? So then you'd like pitch with Country, special summon the yellow, Trinade, bring Country back, Play it again, green to green it out in the field, and then normal summon your black so that you would have Ojama Delta Hurricane live and ready to blow up the field. So interesting play. Also, if you're just trying to go for game, Trunade is just going to be there for you to go for game. Heavy Storm, same concept, nuke the field. These are kind of like good. This plays around Starlight Road. This kind of walks into Starlight Road, but whatever. We have the Vortex because there's no Dark Hole, and you're going to have a lot of hand fodder, probably a lot of dead draws. With the double Hurricane, the extra country, and the plethora of vanillas in your hand. Lightning Vortex kind of is a way for you to utilize those cards, and then at least one for one if they get a field. Really simplify the game state, which Ojamas do play pretty well in a simplified game state with country and the defense modifications. Plus, also if you do manage to polymerization for an Ojama Knight or get the future fusion for an Ojama King, the recursion with Ojama Country in a simplified game state is going to give you a pretty good ability to grind. So MST because MST, double country, kind of a weird ratio, but I guess it makes kind of sense with the, I don't know. I feel like 3 is the number, especially when you're definitely trying to play Ojama Knight and stuff like that, but who knows? ChatGPT's logic is ChatGPT. Ojama Delta Hurricane. This would be a very cool card. I am into it because of the mass destruction. I like mass destruction very much so. And trying to go for this, you know what I mean? Like if you're going for this play and they get an established board, if you can squeeze it out, I feel like it can be really big. You know what I mean? Like you commit 3 monsters to the board and you draw a Delta Hurricane, you get to blow up potentially 10 cards, whatever. And then you get to swing for 3k damage with the country, hopefully, etc. Or you can brain control, then nuke them, then fucking go for game. Whatever. The 1-0 Jump Magic. Okay, so this isn't technically a perfectly built ChatGPT deck because it wanted me to play Monster Reborn, which is banned. So I just put Ojama Magic in there just cause. I was thinking about Monster Reincarnation, but just because it's close to Monster Reborn name, but this is probably the best card I can think of for it because just utilizing, that one chance you get, you draw magic, and then you have a Sangan, then you can search Summoner Monk and then get the magic combo off. But yeah, whatever. It could be a third poly too, just because you're playing King of the Swamp. Whatever. Double polymerization. I like it. Seems kind of weird with 2 kings. To me personally, like I'd want to play 3 King of the Swamp, and then like a what's that one fusion card that you can search, fusion substitute or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. Fusion Sage. Add 1 polymerization. Like max that out just to make sure you consistently draw polymerization. But I do also notice that this card can be used as a substitute for any one fusion material whose name is mentioned. So you'd kind of want to, like, I don't know, like it's kind of a toss up. And then also like in a fusion King of the Swamp Ojama deck, I'd want to see a Debris Dragon too, just because Debris Dragon and King of the Swamp does make a black rose. So I would like to see that. But ChatGPT is ChatGPT. It knows better than me. It's got all of the parameters. But anyway, 1 pot avarice because you're probably gonna be filling up the grave a lot with this type of deck. 1 terraforming, kind of a weird ratio here, but I mean it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you draw the terraforming, you search country. But like at 41, we should probably like cut something. So probably, I'm thinking Ojama Magic kind of because like I'm thinking about this now because you're gonna go monk, cat, and if you drop Ojama Magic, so this is what I think this is what I would cut in my logic here is that you'd go monk, cat, double blue, and then the blues would give you like a double crash would get you 4 cards. So, and then the blues are done. You don't care about blue anymore in this interaction. So then you just go. So now you got country, bing 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 bing, and then country vanilla, or country red. You know what I'm saying? And then like the magic kind of is very like whatever. I don't know. It's really weird. I'm trying to like make it work in my head. But anyway, it's still like a very weird variant, but just for the video, for the memes. We got one Mirror Force, one Judgment, double Roar. I like Roar actually. I never thought about this. Just to keep taking that neg one, circumstantial neg one, to keep alive cards. So like set green, you got black and a yellow in your hand. You set green, threatening roar, protect green. Next turn, country, boom, bring a yellow, get a black. It's just going to potentially increase the odds of being able to get a Delta Hurricane off. Because also too, like going into a tournament in the early rounds when people don't know what the hell's going on, everybody's playing random jank and stuff like that. Your early rounds, this would be like the type of deck that you'd be able to maybe get some cheese wins off because they don't know what, like they're gonna see Ojamas, but like Ojamas have I feel like it's a really unexplored deck, and it's like when you're playing against Rogue, the edge that Rogue has is that opponents don't know what's coming, so then it kind of like throws a wrench. It's just like what the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? If unless they're a really 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 experienced game, like a really experienced player, I've like through personal experience because I've liked Ojamas because I've made so many variants and stuff like that that every time I went to my locals, it was like they were expecting Ojamas, but they didn't know what I was going to do. Like it was like a Monarch, and then there was like a Synchro, and then there was like a Gajillatron Dragon deck, and then there was like this and that, and then I was trying to like Ojama Beast Beat with like the Baboons and whatever. You know what I mean? Like I was always just like, they didn't know what to do. And they would just side weird stuff for me, and it was never good because they just didn't have any experience versus this deck. And this deck was it was good enough to slide under the radar. But yeah, then we got one more Torrential Tribute. So like I do like this deck too because it's playing the power three. I'm gonna call these three cards. These are my favorite three traps to put in. If I was going to play cards, any three traps, these are like my staples for traps. Because Torrential is just a nuke, Mirror Force is a nuke, and Solemn Judgment is Solemn Judgment. So like this is the power three. So I do like that ChatGPT put it in all my decks. I try to include that as just three traps to just play. Ugh. So yeah, there's the day 2 ChatGPT 01 Ojamas, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Oh, wait, let's do a test hand real quick. I still got 3 minutes. Let's see how it goes, bro. Solo mode, host the duel. So we got this. This is, I lost the game, I believe, here, even though I could poly for a Ojama. Oh, okay, so you know what I'm saying? This is something. So we get country to hand. Oh, wait. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, is that 6? Okay, it is 6. Okay. Drew for turn. So then you got moon, you got red. This is kind of dead in the water, but then you can just poly for the night. Not bad. I mean, this is horrible, but the play happened. Get 2 zones, which doesn't really matter. But still, you got Book of Moon to protect it and 1 recursion with the Ojama Country. So like if you're going second or whatever, and then you go into a Reiko. So you set the Reiko to grave, mill. Let's just mill 3. And then draw for turn. And then I drew a yellow, and I still lose the game because I'm playing 6 vanillas. But still, that was kind of fun. It was fun. It's a start. So then maybe from this point of view, if you're ever having trouble building a deck, like I don't know what to play, instead of just straight up net decking someone to maybe like spice it up a little bit of creativity, you can just ask ChatGPT to build you a base and then just go from there. I don't know, maybe there's one way to think about it. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. Peace.